One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Cowboys will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Purdue's offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah,
lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see. Tons of room in the middle. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing...
Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Gray. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Finds his big tight end. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. 1st and 10 coming up. He'll do it himself. There he goes.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced David.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hicks. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to fire. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clay. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, down to throw. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
37. First down, Purdue.
As as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run it. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't.
He wants to go deep. He's got it at the 15. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking to pass. It's great. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a way not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Got it in the middle. It's Lopez. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards throwing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's 4. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Fielded in the end zone. It's play. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Dropping back, it's great. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Purdue! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. Looking for room at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lopez. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Caught close to the marker. It's French. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he bluffed it.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sweet cut there. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Cowboys! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
He'll go to the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow,
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out, but when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
The Boilermakers send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On the run, it's Clark. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And that is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. They'll give it to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Clay. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Gray. Fires left. Hits the open man. Oh, there's an alley on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Well, and on 3rd and goal that time, the best news was he didn't take a sack. He was trying to scramble around and find somebody in the end zone. Nobody was there. He gets it back and gets what he can get. And so now you're still down close, and it's decision time for the head coach. Do you go for it, or do you settle for 3?
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Tight end finds a soft spot. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Breaks into the open. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. Finding open areas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lopez. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lopez. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Oklahoma State.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Oh, they're after him. And the defense got him at the 27. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Holds it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse